Okay, the HVAC power supply right here, it's fine. And our report is heating, cooling, and then venting. So we're going to go in the order of the report. I'm going to try. So I come over here for heating. I'm coming around, and I got gas piping in the way. I don't want people stepping on my gas pipe. You want people stepping on your gas pipe? They should have put a curb across here, painted red. Some people call them gutters, so a trough. But something, okay, but we don't have anything. So people can be stepping on your gas pipe. So coming over here, here's our furnace. Here's our flue, it's supported. Sediment trap is fine. I'm not seeing anything really wrong with the furnace. We haven't operated it yet. Cooling system. Coming over here, our evaporator coil. And we cannot read the, we're just going to assume that it matches the, you've got care and use manuals, that it matches the condensing unit, because we're left to assume. Sediment trap for the gas, already got that. Everything's fine. Okay, now on our primary drain pipe for our evaporator coil, we have a shallow trap. And this is a clean out. This is not a vent. This will blow cold air into your attic. It'll condition your attic space. This is supposed to have a cap on it. We're supposed to have a vent. We're supposed to have a vent over here. Clean out and vent. Okay, we do not have, our clean out does not have a cap, and we do not have a vent. You want to leave it open, that's good. This needs to be open. This needs to be closed. Now the trap, by being shallow, okay, and this is running, it's raking the heat out, and it's also creating condensation. That's why your car leaks water, when you go into the store for a pack of smokes. You come out, you see a little puddle of water, that's just the air conditioner. Well, this does the same thing. This does the same thing. So what happens with the shallow trap is like all the air is going across the coils here. And it's raking all the heat, and it's not all of it, but it's raking the heat out, and it's raking the moisture. It dehumidifies the house. That's a byproduct of it, and it's raking the moisture out. And so then when it turns off, then all the water drops. When the water drops, then it comes down here like it's supposed to. But this is a shallow trap, so it's self-clearing. Not self-cleaning, but self-clearing. It'll still clog, but it's So what happens is the water comes down here like a roller coaster. The last car follows the first, swoosh, like a yogurt commercial, and it goes in, and it opens this up. Where does this go? This goes to the sewer. So then the sewer gases can migrate their way back up here, and the sewer gases, that'll be an open vent right there. So yeah, some of them will come into the attic, but what's going to happen here is what they're doing is they're going to come up here, and they're going to accumulate inside your evaporator coil plenum. And then when the air conditioner kicks on, they're going to be distributed evenly throughout the house. You won't smell it because it'll be so diluted. But all the, the cooties and all the pathogens and all those things will be distributed through your house. That's why they want a deep trap. That's why they want a cap on this. Okay, and then of course you need a vent pipe. So that's what that's about. So what have we learned so far? We learned that our gas is exposed. We learned that we got a shallow P-trap. We learned that our clean out is not capped. And we learned that we don't have a vent pipe. Okay, what else did we learn? Okay, well now we're going to learn about the duct system. That's what I like. Is your duct supposed to be touching other duct? No. It's not supposed to be touching other duct. Why not? Because when the ducts touching each other, then it can create condensation. It'll drip down onto your attic floor and migrate down to your ceiling. Duct is not supposed to be touching other duct. Okay? And then, this looks pretty nice actually. That looks pretty nice. Okay? But all this nylon webbing is supposed to have saddles underneath it. This will roll up like the elastic on a cheap pair of underwear. And then it starts cutting into your air duct. It starts cutting into your air duct like that. So, and constricting your air duct. It starts doing that. So we don't want that. We don't want our air duct constricted. We don't want our air duct condensating. We've got a little organic growth forming all around here. So we need, not enough to test, not nearly enough to test. Don't want everybody to get all upset and stuff. I mean, again, it's kind of like the garage floor. I don't want to dissuade anybody from getting an engineer if that's what you want. I don't want to dissuade you from testing for mold if that's what you want, but I don't think that's going to be your best dollar spent. But do what you want. Then we come over here. I thought I had some more. Duct touching duct.